So, Caitlin Clark took yet another hard foul, and the whole sports media world went,
"Foul, foul! Keep your hand off that white girl! Foul!"
Come on, man, that's some old bullshit.
That's a technical foul!
But before we get to dissecting why the discourse got so crappy, I promise this isn't going to be the Caitlin Clark dissection. I've done 2 other videos and podcast segments on that. If you want that, go watch them. I'll link them. I have to establish 3 things before we really get cracking. Number 1, I muted everything Caitlin Clark related on all the social media apps right after the Monica Mcnutt Stephen A first take clip happened, which we'll get to later. So when was that? Monday. So anything that happened after that, I have no idea, and I am purposely ignorant on that because I got sick of it. Number 2, I'm going to use these words a couple times, so I want to make sure we have a clear-cut definition so we're all on the same page. The first of which, misogynoir. Noun, this is straight from dictionary.com. The specific hatred, distrust, and prejudice directed towards black women, often used attributively. I swear I didn't know this was going to be the example sentence before I planned the segment, but it works perfectly, so here we are. The media's erasure of contributions of black women to the project was called out as an instance of misogynoir. We will get back there in a second. Word number 2, intersectionality. Noun, straight from Merriam-Webster. The complex cumulative way in which the effects of multiple forms of discrimination such as racism, sexism, and classism combine, overlap, and intersect, especially in the experience of marginalized individuals or group. So, another example of that.
Now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable. I resent that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, so let me, I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest
How about being a black man?
Being black. Hold on one second.
Have you?
So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though. And
I know a lot of you focused on, oh, she got Stephen A together. The part that I found the most interesting there, Monica Mcnutt brought up, welcome to the world of being a woman. And Stephen A said, well, what about being a black man? As if he's not talking to a person who is also black. So the same issues you deal with being a black man, Monica Mcnutt also deals with, combined with her being a woman, thus intersectionality. And since we're talking about the WNBA, we also have to throw being part of the LGBTQ community in there. So just intersects on top of intersects on top of intersects. I know I left some letters off in there. It's not out of hatred. It's just a lot of letters. And number 3, go ahead and leave your I'm a racist or panderer or whatever comment that comes whenever someone who isn't a black woman talks about black women and tries to stand up for them, because I know it's coming. So just go ahead and leave them now. Thanks for the engagement. All right, so let's begin. The story of black women building something brick by brick, and then a white woman or person coming in and getting all the credit for it is a tale as old as time. Now, this is not an indication that the only reason Caitlin Clark is getting all the attention is because she's white. I already know that one's coming. Clearly that isn't true. Brianna Stewart, who's the MVP last year, is also white, and she's awesome. And none of this came in with her. And as much as we like to think we're evolved as a people and that we have come so far, we're watching this age-old tale happen again in real time in a league with a documented history of being built on the back of black women. We're watching right now Caitlin Clark come in, and it's like, oh, well, she built everything. And when someone like Angel Reese or any pundit who covers the league on a daily or gamely or yearly basis tries to tell you, dog, no, that's not how this works. These other women have been building these leagues for years. That's not to discredit Caitlin, it's to educate y'all. But because you already view black women as angry and bitter, thus, bring that word back, misogynoir, you can't see past your own hatred, your own prejudice. So that's how you interpret the comments, because that's how you want to see it, instead of just taking a step back and actually listening. In fact, there's major sports outlets that took the time to frame Angel Reese's press conference comments in a way to push that narrative that she's angry and bitter, and the only reason she's mad because she wants the attention for herself. And they cut it off right before she got to the and other women who came before me too part, literally setting her up to be attacked by the legion of Caitlin Clark stans who just so happened to be, you know what? let me not get ahead of myself. First, black men, let's talk for a second. I'm not going to call the black men who have been rushing to Caitlin Clark's defense Uncle Toms, Uncle Ruckuses, and Coons, although the Uncle Ruckus jokes that started this video was very funny. And the Samuel L. Jackson Django meme, funny. Objectively funny. Come on, you gotta laugh at yourself sometimes. I think that's a little far. But. These same black women who have built this league have been asking for that level of support from y'all, from us, forever. So when they're asking for your support for all these years, and for the most part, they've received your ass to kiss if you've even bothered to respond at all, and then they watch you rush to the aid of this white woman that just got this hard foul, which happens all the time, by the way. Again, I think the coon jokes are far, but it's not hard to see how they came to that conclusion. Now, let's circle back to that support word for a second, right? Because this is where we gotta have some nuance to the WNBA fandom, and this might get uncomfortable for all parties involved. I want everyone to sit back. I come in peace. I promise I have the best of intentions. I love WNBA fans. I am one. I've always considered myself a casual. I'm talking about the diehards and the people who cover the game all the time, year round. I know that sounds like a precursor to some disrespect, but again, that's not where this is going, I promise. They look at this league, yes, as a sport, but also as a cause, and they support those women accordingly. Honestly, in a way that other sports can't dream of. The connection that diehard WNBA fans have to their favorite players and favorite teams is a different level of connection that you can't even compare to other sports. And the fact that it has taken more of the form of a social cause, it's led to this super tight-knit group of fans that were super progressive, really supportive of these players, and actually know about the game. Hell, every time I have a WNBA question, I can always find somebody on Twitter and get an answer immediately, because the ones who've been there for years, they got an answer for you every time. Here's the flip side of that though. If you're presenting the league as something to support rather than enjoy, and now enter Caitlin Clark and her legion of stans, who in their mind provide both. They're not gonna view her as a rookie who will eventually be a great player, which objectively, that's what she is. They're viewing her as the support that you've been waiting on, a very literal white savior. So instead of coming into this house that y'all been building and taking off their shoes, asking which couch is appropriate to sit on, asking nicely for a bottle of water, they running in on their Rick James, mud on their feet, off they fuck yo couch, like just full-blown disrespect with it. Does that make it right? Absolutely not. And that's before we talk about the overlap of the Caitlin Clark stands and the in the head of myself again. Now, the actual basketball part. Did Chennedy Carter hard foul Caitlin Clark? Absolutely. Was it rightfully upgraded to a flagrant foul? Yes again. However, I had no problem with it. And for y'all that think Caitlin didn't flop on that one and the play against Angel Reese, come on, gang. Like, let's be serious here. Either she flopped or you're trying to convince me she's the weakest woman on the face of the planet. And on the Angel one, she didn't even fall the right way. Like, come on, guys. We don't have to do this. But back to why I had no problem with it. I grew up playing football. I'm a football fan. I'm sick in the head, and I enjoy when players don't like each other and things go a little far from time to time. It makes for incredible enjoying of sports. And for y'all pretending like you're gonna stop watching the game because it gets too physical, I know some people who tweeted that out that I've watched football and played football with. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because that's what makes sports fun. No one got hurt. The game went on. It should have ended there instead of becoming an international incident. But no. Now Chennedy getting attacked from all different sides, and the other players on the Fever are getting called out for not coming to Caitlin Clark's defense. Like, one, Caitlin's not a whole ass adult that's capable of defending her damn self, and also, like, we're not all fully aware that Caitlin Clark herself is an instigator and shit talker. That's why we like her. Well, it's part of the reason why I like her. People who talk shit make sports fun. So I don't know what she said to Chennedy beforehand. We don't got that lip reading as clear as we got Kennedy's. But sometimes you talk shit to the wrong person and you end up getting called a bitch and get hip checked. So is life. As far as the teammates defending her, right? Why would they do that when they have been getting hit with the most racist, homophobic, sexist, full-blown evil attacks from the Caitlin Clark stans, who if we were to put a Venn diagram between Caitlin stans and Trump stans, it would damn near be a circle. Now, I don't know where Caitlin's politics lie. She's like 22, so I don't even know if she has politics yet. This ain't really about her. It's about the people that identify with her and are flooding these women's mentions to the point where Aaliyah Boston, her damn teammate, had to admittedly shut her social media down because it came too much. Those aren't my words, they're hers. And Caitlin ain't say a mumbling damn word about it. The closest we got was in an interview, she said, I don't know what's going on social media, I don't follow that stuff, which for anyone under the age of 35, I'm not buying it. I'm calling bullshit. When was she born? 2002? By the time YouTube came out, she wasn't even 5 yet. And you're telling me you don't know what's going on social media? Come on, bro, stop. Especially when you're on a team with other people 30 and below. Come on now. So if at bare minimum, she can't send out a tweet, a post, a TikTok, a press conference, a written statement, something to say, hey guys, I know y'all love me, but can y'all chill the fuck out on my teammates? I ain't with that MAGA shit. I ain't with that racist shit, that homophobic shit. I ain't with none of that. Side note, because this made me laugh. Happy Pride Month to my LGBT plus people. Here's why that's relevant. I know that sound like it came out left field, it didn't. Those same MAGA stands were flooding the Fever's mentions because they put out a Pride Month post. And they were like, we came here to support Caitlyn, not gay rights. Motherfucker, you came to women's basketball and you didn't like gay people. What? What did you think was going on here? Okay. But back to her teammates. If you can't do that at bare minimum, ain't no damn way I'm fighting for you on national TV. I'm not speaking for them. This is me speaking for me now. No goddamn way. All your stands already think we thugs. So I'm going to sit there and prove them right? No chance. No shot. Not happening. Sink or swim. Be careful who you talk shit to. So in conclusion, to wrap this up, because I don't even know how long this is yet. The black women who built, cover, and love the WNBA are not bitter. However, if they are a little pissed off with the way this Caitlin Clark coverage has been going, I can't blame them, bruh. Imagine being Aja Wilson. You averaging 26 and 12 right now on a team that just won 2 straight championships. You got 2 MVPs. You busting everybody ass. And you can't get a single segment on First Take. Meanwhile, a rookie on a team with 2 wins is blowing up the internet. She ain't say nothing. But if she was mad, so that don't got nothing to do with her being a black woman. That got something to do with her being human. And more importantly, that is y'all projecting how y'all feel about black women, because one last time for the sake of the video, say it with me. Misogynoir. And Caitlin Clark will be fine. Hard fouls aren't the end of the world. It happens to everybody. She gonna get in the gym. She gonna get used to it. At some point, she'll stop complaining about it in press conferences. Or after them hard fouls, she gonna start hitting them logo threes again, and the other team's gonna realize, dang, maybe we should stop bullying her so she can stop kicking our ass. One of those things are gonna happen. She'll be fine. And then this last one's just for me. As someone who enjoys women's basketball and just enjoys basketball in general, can we not do this for the college basketball season? Like, can we not have a situation where Paige Beckers or some shit becomes the white savior and we gotta deal with all the bullshit with her? She not with that shit at all anyways, but still. Can we not have this thing where she's in a race war with Juju or some shit on social? Like, can we not? At some point, in some of these sports, can we just talk sports? God damn it. In once in the modern sports landscape, can we have a sports topic or some sport that we just focus on the damn game? Everything doesn't have to be engagement bait and rage bait and get into all this deep shit. Sometimes we could just talk about sports. I promise we can.